You old shit.
Hey guys, we're back outside again, and thankfully for this video I could fit everything I bought into one nifty bag, which is in pieces. So, little backstory for this one. Not as big as last week, because last week is horrible. Absolutely horrible. 40 minutes worth of stuff. Well, it probably could have been 20 if I didn't talk so much, but I enjoy talking. Blabbering on about nothing. It's great, but not as much in this one. Kind of thankful, because I don't have to worry about testing everything out, playing everything for like 10-20 minutes. When I get less stuff, that's kind of weird. When I get less stuff, I feel like I don't have to worry. I'm filming outside because, like before, it's too hot to be inside. It's insane inside. It's like 1.5 million degrees at least. And that's Celsius. Also, if there's more alcohol out here, not mine. Not mine, but might as well start off with what I got first, which was actually like 2 weeks ago, but I forgot to put it in a video. And I'm holding out on you guys. There's some stuff downstairs I just can't be bothered grabbing. So, oh well. You'll just have to wait for a new video. The next video. But I was bidding on eBay. I sometimes look around for Game Boy lots because they usually go for really cheap. You can get like 5 or 6 of them for $10 or something. They're not the greatest games, but for the price you're paying, it's really worth it. So I was browsing and I saw one from Japan, which I usually don't buy from Japan because, especially during the Christmas season, the shipping is really, really iffy. Sometimes it'll get here perfectly, other times I've had people put stuff in wrapping paper, which is absolutely unacceptable. I appreciate the gesture for have a Merry Christmas, but that's unacceptable. And I can't show this bag without, there we go. They label it as a toy, worth $3, but, well, I'm not sure if that's the worth. In fact, I should harvest the bubble wrap out of that later, which I will, so that I can use it to send out for other people, because I don't use wrapping paper. Bubble wrap all the way, man. But I won this many Game Boy games, original Game Boy games, for, it was $3 and then like $6 or $7 postage, so $9 or $10. The first one is Lacrossian Heroes. Man, you can really tell this came from a smoker's home. This is a turn-based game, so a lot of text, I can't read it. And I found out the guy that I can send it to can't read it either. What's up, man? Tetris, which, I'll be honest, before this, I had never played Tetris. Not on the original Game Boy. It is difficult. Music is good too. Music is good as well. Music is good though. There we go. What's the name of this? Screw it. It's a baseball game by Namco. I love baseball. Not watching, playing. Playing baseball in real life, or in a video game, it's just a lot of fun. Pipe Dreams, Pipe Dream, which is a good kind of puzzle game. If you can think of the hacking from Deus Ex Human Revolution, it's kind of like that. Oops. Where you have to connect pipes, and make sure you've connected them properly so that they go into a corresponding thing. And you're not spraying sewage all over everyone. I don't know what this one is, because I haven't tested it out yet. If anybody knows, obviously it's the 4th in a series. We have Lady Liberty there, all animated up. Which looks nice. A little on the chubby side, though. I know this is based off of Mobile Suit Gundam, but for the life of me I can't figure out which series. It wasn't Wing because this is made in 1991. I don't know. Might have just been the original. Cool series though. Once again, that's a turn-based thing, so I can't really play it. and another baseball game, which is awesome. So, not the greatest games, but the 7 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yep, the 7 of them for $10, I was happy to pay that. I'll get my worth out of them. Dear God, how do I do this? There's so much crap. Alright, I went out with a friend, which I was going to film and make this into a video game hunting video, but there's a fucker. There's a guy on his roof spraying stuff, it doesn't matter. How do I explain this? Alright, I went out with a friend, and it was the first time I'd seen him in months. We just went around the shopping center buying stuff that we liked. And then I suggested, hey, let's go to Cash Converters for like an end-of-day thing. He was like, yeah, sure. And he bought a bunch of DVDs there, I bought a bunch of DVDs and games there. But, in fact, firstly, we went to EB Games. That's actually where I met up with him. Met up and shoved a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards in his face and said, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Hey, this isn't even in here. It's in my DS, but I was just looking for cheap stuff, really. Shelf filler. I saw a video of a guy who said he doesn't understand why people buy stuff to just pad out a shelf, because that's what a collector does. Ah, man. Some of these people, you really have to wonder what they're thinking. I didn't even introduce this. It's a DS game called Hercules and it was $4. It's a little bit like Rainbow Island, except really, really bad. But it's by Midas, so I will be keeping it. That horrible Midas collection thing I'm doing. And one that I just thought kinda looked cool, maybe like, it's a PlayStation 1 game called Roll Cage, and I thought this kind of looked like it, so Grip Shift. And it was one of the few stores that carries PSP games now. They just don't sell them anymore. And some stores still do, but they're really expensive. They don't drop the price on them like they did the PS2 games, where all the PS2 games eventually just became $2. This one was $4, which I didn't mind. I'm sure I'll get my worth out of it. There's also a guy there selling arcade cabinets, which I've been looking for a cheap one for years and years. So maybe this could be my thing. Maybe I'll finally get an arcade cabinet. It'll just be like a cocktail one, but that'll be fine. I feel like I should waste your time before going on to the next thing. Time wasted. On to the next thing. Alright. We went into Cash Converters, and I didn't expect to find much, and at first I didn't. I just went to the games and picked out 2, one of which I put back, and I will save the game that I got for last because it's a doozy. But I went over to the DVDs and noticed that they did have a lot of cheap ones, including Ghoulies 2 for a single $1. Not a bad movie. Well, horrible movie, but you can do worse. Well, not really. Yeah. Lock, Stock, and 2 Smoking Barrels for $1. Never seen this one, which is strange because I kind of consider... I am a fan of cinema, so yeah, it's good to get. And then for $3, I had to go on my phone and see if I actually had this season, which I didn't, so $3 with a missing disc, which I did not care at all, for Season 5 of The Simpsons. Mostly because brand new, these are ridiculous. Absolutely insane. For something that you can get all the episodes online for, they sure like to milk it. But the missing disc is disc 2, which... Ah, disc 2 had my favorite episode, Marge on the Lam. Was that my favorite one? Yeah, it's the one where Marge and Deborah, whatever her name is, the one you only saw once or twice, go out and do a kind of Samson and Delilah. Was it Samson and Delilah? No, it was... Oh, this is gonna plague me. I'll put it down there. But for $3, awesome. Oh yeah, the other thing. And I picked this up and wasn't going to get it because I thought it looked kinda crappy. And I was like, well, it's an original PlayStation 2 game, you know, like, between the first and third year it was out where they had the black cases in the PAL territory, so I grabbed it. It was only $3. The other one I was going to get was Dynasty Warriors 5, but Dynasty Warriors is just a series where I only have one or two of them, and I don't want to get any of the others, because it doesn't look like my kind of thing. I tested it out. It's a hack and slash, and it's really bad. No offense to you, Scott Lewis. It has its fans. But I didn't like it, so what I did get is Evil Twin. Look at this. I had no idea this was worth anything. I just picked it up, thought, I'll grab it. Some of the prices on these old ones are insane. This is a port of a Dreamcast game, and from what I can tell, they didn't do anything. Didn't even change the controls. The controls really weirdly. Kind of like MDK or MDK2, but they're really good games. So is this, kind of. I'll have to get more into this. I'd call it a platformer, I guess. And the only 3D platformer I really like is Super Mario 64, that's us. I'm trying to think, is it Super Mario Brothers 64? Nah, it's just Super Mario 64. That and Crash Bandicoot. The rest of them, Spyro I've never really liked. You cheeky fuck. Person mowing the lawn. Great, now I'm gonna have to speak louder. Whatever. That's all in there. Disc is in really nice shape. I don't know. What can I say? It's worth money, but it's kind of average. What else do I have in here? Ooh! Speaking about being worth money, at another cash converters I went to probably 2 days ago? Yeah, 2 days ago. It was Sunday, so 2 days ago. And so if my eyes are darting back and forth, there's a lot to look at out here. Nature is very beautiful. It's probably going to rain later on, so I better get this done quickly. But what a little bit of money. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. I already have this on the PlayStation 2, so if anybody wants this, I'll just send it to you. That's complete. No one calls dibs on it, I'll take it to my local game store, they'll treat me right. Honestly, I never played the first one. I played the second one, Towards a Dwarf, and really liked it. I always play as a dwarf if I have the option. Except, in the Elder Scrolls, they won't let you do as a dwarf anymore. It's always in... What do they have instead of the dwarf? I don't remember. They don't even have dwarfs in that universe, I don't think. So I choose Imperial. Because Imperial. And one that I didn't even know existed, but looked kinda cool, so... Flintstones in... That is horrible, horrible. Viva Rock Vegas. The pun is... And someone put their name on it. Call that person up and yell at them, please, for buying this fan. I don't know, probably for a lot more than I paid for it. Cover's alright though, but... Oh yeah, I remember. They had a live-action Flintstones movie, and then they made Flintstones in Viva Rock Vegas, but they couldn't get John Goodman or Rick Moranis back. So they just got two randoms. And apparently that was good enough to make a video game out of. Wasting someone's hard time. Or maybe this is the greatest game ever made. I don't know. It looked alright. Like a vehicular combat game almost. Well, there was a scene in the movie where they were racing, so I don't know. On to the next one. A little bit of a story for this. I ordered this after waiting for it for around a year or two. Hey, someone's bringing the bits in. I ordered it after waiting for around a year or two because... What is it? What was I gonna say? What am I thinking? I ordered it after waiting a year or two because I thought it looked like a cool game, but it was always way more expensive than I would warrant paying. Hey, a magpie. That's kinda cool. Just sitting there. And he's gone! I can't even turn the camera around. Take my word for it then. Alright, back to the story. I ordered this after a year or two of it being released because I didn't want to pay like $60, $50, $40 for it. I didn't even want to pay $30 or $20. I wanted to pay $10 or under, and I paid $10 or under. Now, what happened was, I have a mailbox, of course, and I have stairs leading up to my house, where there is a door, and I'm usually at the door. Or near the door, because that's where I keep my retro games, and I'm always playing them. Like, in a living room. The mailman, or woman, or dog, or cat, or tree, in their infinite wisdom decided, we are going to throw this through 2 planks of wood into your garage, near where you keep your wheelie bins. It must have been there for like 2 weeks before I noticed it. I messaged the seller and said, hey man, I didn't get it, what's up? And they just sent me out another one. To be fair, it was like $11, so for $11 I got 2 copies of it. You know, not 11 each, 11 total, and then he refunded me the shipping cost. And I was like, fuck's sakes, this is all the fault of the Australian Postal Service. I will take no responsibility for this. Even though I should probably tell them. Nah. You know me. And those two are Under the Feet HD. It's a European version, so it has a bunch of languages I don't know. They're the flags I do know. France, Italy, and Germany. In that order. This video is going to come out horribly, isn't it? I bought these, and then that stuff happened. I haven't told the seller, but what I plan to do is open one and keep it. And if anyone wants this one, I'll give it to you for Christmas. Tell me you want it, give me an address to send it to, I will give it to you for Christmas. Expect it to arrive after Christmas, because I don't send stuff out during Christmas. It's just too much of a risk. Too much is going out during that time. So if anybody wants this, just tell me. I got it for free anyway. I don't care. I'd rather someone who's going to play it have it. Because I don't keep sealed stuff in my collection. It's a travesty to have sealed stuff in your collection. Games are for playing. You know, even the shelf filler stuff, I still play that. Every now and again, I will play that. Just got finished with Rocky. You know, the boxing one. Thought it was crap, but I thought it was crap. So if anybody wants it, tell me. And that will round out this video. Tell me how I did. All that stuff, do you think I paid a good price? Do you think I got jibbed on some of it? I think I got jibbed on Viva Rock Vegas, simply because of the name. And the fact that John Goodman isn't even in the movie. This chair is getting really uncomfortable, so I'm gonna have to sign out. This is Zeke at my house bidding you farewell. Stay away from my thrift stores.